I want to be really honest about something that almost no one in this space tends to say out loud. And I want to say it with zero disrespect to any therapist or people doing this great work, because the work they do or you might do is real and it matters. But there is a limitation that needs to be named. Therapy, as most people experience it, is working on the wrong floor of the building. And until you understand why, you're going to keep making progress and then watching it plateau over and over and over again. Here's what most therapy gives you: insight. You understand where your patterns came from. You can trace your anxiety back to its roots. You can see the connection between what your parents did and how you show up in your relationship today. That is valuable, and that is self-awareness. But here's what I want you to sit with. But here's what I want to offer you to sit with. How many insights do you have that have not changed your behavior? How many times have you understood exactly why you did something and then did it again anyway? Understanding something and being free of it are not the same thing. They're not even close. There's a reason for this, and it's not personal failing, it is neuroscience. When you experience something stressful, especially early in life, your body stores that experience as a survival program, not as a memory you can examine, as an automatic response that fires before your conscious mind even wakes up to it. Researchers call this implicit memory, and it lives in the nervous system. It lives in the body's tissues. It does not live in the narrative of the mind or it does not live in the narrative mind that therapy talks to. If you've ever read the book, The Body Keeps the Score, the central finding after decades of trauma research is exactly what I just described. The body holds patterns that the talking mind cannot reach no matter how hard you try. It will not reach. If you're watching this video, chances are you've probably read the book, The Body Keeps the Score. In the book, the central finding after decades of trauma research is exactly what I just described. The body holds patterns that the talking mind cannot reach, will not reach. If this video is resonating with you, you've most likely read the book, The Body Keeps the Score. The central finding of that book is that after decades of trauma research is exactly what I just described. The body holds patterns that the talking mind cannot reach. Not will not reach, cannot reach. This is not a criticism of therapy. This is the limitation of working exclusively at the level of thought, narrative, and insight. The patterns you want to change are downstream from where therapy works. So what does working at the right level actually look like? Well, three things really. First, you need practices that move awareness out of the mind and into the body. Not to analyze what's there, but just to be able to feel it. To locate where the pattern lives physically, like where the contraction and the bracing lives. Now, most people cannot do this the first Now, most people can't do this the first time because they have spent decades living entirely here. Second, you need co-regulation with other nervous systems. This is the piece that almost every healing modality ends up leaving out. Your nervous system does not heal in isolation. It heals in safe connection. The research on limbic resonance shows that when two nervous systems connect with genuine care, the brain of one literally begins to rewire the neural networks of the other. Now, you cannot give this to yourself. This is why healing needs other people. And third, you need repetition over time in both one-on-one and group containers. Because lasting change at the nervous system level is not a one-time event. It is an installation. It takes reps. It takes showing up consistently in these containers until that new response for the nervous system becomes automatic. So if you're in therapy right now, keep going. I really mean that. The insight work is real, it matters. But don't forget the body and the co-regulation and the community that's necessary. Because while therapy can give you the map, what I'm talking about is taking you into the territory. And until you're actually in the territory, your body, in connection, in repetition, the map is just the map. So if this resonates, subscribe and turn on notifications, because in the next video, I'm going to show you what co-regulation actually looks like because in the next video, I'm going to actually show you what co-regulation actually looks like and why it's the missing piece for so many people who have done years, if not decades, of healing work.